Hey guys, welcome back. Modi 101 here, and we are back with another build video. And this one has been a long time coming because today we're going to be building the last of the Nick Build City builds. As you guys know, it's actually going to be this fella down here, which this one is a cafe. As you can see, we have a spot here for it with the rest of the Nick builds we have. So we're going to do it kind of like the other ones. We're going to build it. I'm going to show you what it looks like in its normal form, and then we're going to do some messing with it and some adding to it, and then getting in the city. And I want to thank everybody so much for all of the awesome comments about the last Nick Build one, the Chinese restaurant, where you guys, a handful of you, put some really funny comments about what the guy was hiding from the cops about. So that one was pretty cool. So I have a couple little ideas for this one, and hopefully you guys will enjoy some of the scenes we do with this. But first off, let's get to the build. Then we'll show the regular build version of it, and then my modifications. So let's get to that. All right, so there's the build. We're going to this is the initial build, straight out of the book, straight out of the box. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. And by the way, if any of you guys are curious, when the video starts, I have a white border that I use, and then I take it away. I'm sure you guys can figure it out. That's because these sets are only 24 studs by 22 studs, as opposed to like the big Lego modulars that are 32 by 32 or bigger. And so I have to kind of map out how it's going to go. So that's what that is. So this one's interesting because it's technically 3 floors, but it ends up breaking into multiple pieces. So first off, we can take off this part, and I'm going to turn it around. As you guys know, I'm going to fill in all this back wall. But this first floor, and we're going to go from top to bottom if I get it off, is literally just a bathroom. That's all that's here is a bathroom. One little complaint I have about these sets, and I've made this complaint before, and by the way, one I said at the beginning of the video, this is the last of the Nick builds one because he only made 4. Apparently Nick got bored and stopped. I don't know. Their doors. So their doors just fly open on their own. Anyways, this whole upstairs is just And it's weird. Okay, so we got a toilet, we got a sink, and then we've got a shower. It's got like an RV bathroom in it, which is kind of weird. So there's that. And then we come over to this side, take that roof off. Now here's the bedroom, and it's a cute bedroom. It's got a very, very standard, block built bed, kind of a cool chair with like a computer chair and a desk. Here's the weird part. This is where you sleep. You've got to leave your room, go through a door that just flaps, up the stairs and into this to pee. I would break my neck every single night. Whatever. So there we go. But it does have some pretty cool features. You can see it has this coffee sign, double-sided outside of that, which is pretty cool. This floor, I guess, is just kind of like I guess it could be a living room. It has a door out to a balcony here and here, the door to the bedroom, the stairs up to the bathroom, but they didn't put any furniture in here. So I guess this is kind of something you can do in your own. Maybe I'll do something there. We'll see. But here's the main floor. So we have ourselves a cafe with another flappy door. And you can see it's basically where the barista would sit, and a couple of seats here. And then it goes through a door, and they have separate entrances too. So I don't know. This might be a lobby to the apartment that has cafe entrance, I guess. I don't quite understand it. But they got a couple of pretty cool couches in here.
That's a living room.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
You think the living room just has access to a cafe? Like...
The owners?
Well, if you're going to make logic out of this, it's going to take all the fun of me complaining out of it. All right, so this is a living room, and this is the middle room, and then you go to the bedroom, then you go upstairs to pee, and then you apparently go out and work in your... They've got a giant house compared to their cafe.
It makes them a lot of money.
You know what? Just do the filmy. Less of the talkie. Anyways, we got a little area out here, and there's the door to their house and the door to their cafe. I don't like you writing the plot, so. But anyways, as you guys know, I am going to wall in the back of this, and on this one, I don't think I'm really going to be able to do it here. I'm going to actually have to add a line here, which means I'm going to have to build all of these out by one stud, but that's okay. Maybe, like I said, I'll do some adjustments, some work, get some minifigures in it, and maybe I'll write my own story that isn't Heather's story that she's probably right about, and I'm very butthurt about that. But if we get this all back together, I will show you the front one more time. Kind of talk about some of that stuff. All of this is pretty stable, pretty strong. Like I said, other than the dollhouse style, I've been very happy with these. There's no sponsorship from Nick Build. These are all ones that were either got for me by a fan or by a family member. So yeah, like I said, as you can see now, you can see this big area we have here. If you remember, this is going to go next to the last one that had that little crime scene thing, right? Which, by the way, and I know this is like referring to a video from like a month ago. A lot of your guys' theories and comments on the guy who's hiding were great. There was some sort of underground wonton black market thing going on. There was some really good stuff. That was really awesome. So I am going to try and figure something out here. But this is going to go on the side over there once we get it done. And then this side here is going to be kind of close to where our dock is. So maybe it'll tie into that. So, all right. So I'm going to get to work closing this thing up, changing it up, and apparently making it the owner's house to a small cafe because my wife's smarter than me. We'll be right back. All right, so modifications on this one. Pretty much I didn't do much of anything to the inside. Really, there's not a whole lot to even show in there. I didn't really mess with that. But I can show you what, kind of life we brought to the outside. So as you can see, I put a sidewalk all the way around with a lot of minifigures. We'll go through that. And we've got some, basically an electrical box over here and a couple recycling bins there, a fire hydrant, this tree. Now, all of these builds came off of little side builds to other things. This came with a cop car. This was off of that original cafe build we did a long time ago. These came with a truck that you guys haven't seen yet. So we did that. Oh, take that guy. And then, you know, we got another little scene. And I like putting some of these scenes in the back where we're not going to see him that much anymore. So right here we have Gollum trying to keep his fish away from a cat hanging out by the dumpster. So I thought that was a kind of cool little thing. And the way this is in the city, we're going to be able to kind of see off to the side here. I did put another brick wall in because that makes, from the other build, it makes sense of having off that gated part. And a couple trash cans and whatnot there. On the front, we have a couple things. We have a scene right here, which is actually going to have this involved in it. This is a little ice cream bike trolley thing. So we've got a girl here who's selling ice cream to a dad and his little girl. And you can see she got the mega scoop. We got a gentleman here, no sleeves, got a nice sailboat on his chest. He's actually heading down towards the beach, and this is right near. We've got a customer heading in, well, I guess technically they're going into the house, because as Heather informed me, this is an apartment, this is the cafe. So, and then we've got a kid here with a map trying to find his way around, and this fine gentleman pointing him in his direction. So I think this is going to marry up pretty good. I really enjoy the little Lego Gollum down here trying to keep his fish away from that evil, dirty kittens. So, all right, let me get this put in place, and then we'll take a look at it. All right, so we got it in place, as you can see, and I think it works great with all the other Nick builds. You can see now this little walkway that the police are going down to that kind of gated area. Makes a lot more sense now that it's actually in between two buildings. You can see that the city is real busy here. If you look over here at the side, you can see what I was talking about, because this is the way to the docks. So you can see where we have like the recycling stuff and that box. And then even from back there, you can kind of just see that Gollum scene with Gollum and the cat. So you can see we have the ice cream bike. Oh, we just shot a nickel at her hand. Which, by the way, Lego's funny because all their money is $100 bills and nickels. That's a weird combo money-wise. But as you can see, we can get her back here and put her ice cream cart right back there. So yeah, I think that all looks really, really awesome. These Nick build ones are ones we've been working on pretty much since the channel started. So very excited to finally have four. A little sad, I'll be honest with you. Now this one isn't a Nick build, and I do have another one I already have that's going to go here that is another non-Lego one that we're going to put there. But yeah, I'm really, really digging this side of town, the bad side, the other side of the tracks. So you guys let me know, and before you ask, no, there's still no people driving most of these cars. Soon, I promise, very, very soon. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the build, if you guys like it, any little stories you have, any amendments you'd like me to make, or anything you'd like to see added would be awesome. But I really think this area is kind of really coming together. I'm very excited about that. So anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys again so much for hanging out. Make sure to support the channel, like, subscribe, keep watching the videos. I appreciate it so much. Leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think. If you guys really want to go above and beyond, you can become a Patreon. And with that, you can get your name on our founders wall. You can get your minifig in the city, which I'm actually going to be doing next video. I'm going to be putting all of our Patreon minifigs in special places in the city, and I'm going to shoot a video for that, so keep an eye out for that. Plus early access to the videos and some other stuff, so go check that out. And if you guys want to get something for the city, a car, a building, whatever else, like a lot of awesome people have done, and want to get your name on a nameplate, like this one here, your got, this one here, large smile got. You can see even one of our first Nick build ones was actually by Wizard. You could do that by heading on over to the Amazon link down below. That's a wish list. Goes right to the P.O. box, and I'll give you a shout out in a video. And if you have anything, minifigures or blocks or pieces or anything you have at home that you're not want it anymore, you can send it to my P.O. box. That's down below. Anyways, guys, thank you again so much for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed the build and the city as it's coming along. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye!